We're live, we're live, we're live. I want to see us test this area one more time, but that's not good. I should have moved to break even at that point. That's good. We'll see how this candle closes. I'll move to break even now. That's where we failed. At this point, I don't care if it breaks me even. If this is going to work, it's going to start to break down. And we're at the POC right here, so we're going to see some sort of rejection. So they're aggressively selling. We'll see if there's actual follow through. I want to see there's follow through before. But you're seeing the aggressive sell at the bottom. Buyers are starting to fail up here above the POC. Cat. So as long as these sellers we come back below here, we'll be fine. If this fails, these sellers fail, then we're going to go up higher. Damn, my cat's scaring me. There we go. We're starting to see sellers succeed a little bit here. We got to break this box right here. These are all the buy orders here from all this area. See how they're buying again in that area? Trying to. Boom. There goes sellers. Now they're starting to initiate. I'll be solid. I'm going to get out here. This is the buy area low. See right here, right before the buy area low. Strong recovery by the buyers. Very strong. Now this becomes a resistance. We'll secure 300 no matter what, even though it's kind of... Good morning, chat. Excuse me. I should have taken some profit here, but it's all right. I'll still 300 no matter what, even if it comes back. Yeah, it's gonna knock me out 300. Okay. We had a strong aggressive sells, and then they just got absorbed here again. And we're looking at point of control very low, so we're bouncing off that. We could still fail one more time. Let's see how this pans out. want to trade here because I'm near the point of control. The reason I traded the first rejection here was because we came back from the value low, retested. All right, get off me, please. Thank you. My cat. Get off. Okay. Scratch my back. All right, so two possible scenarios here. We continue lower. He's back, my cat. Jesus. Jeez. We come up here, we fail. We try to push, we fail, and then we're gonna break the value low. You could take shorts right around here. If we do fail up here, this could be a possible another short. Longs, we come up and break this area cleanly, come back. Okay, continue. Scratching me. This is what I want to see. I want to see how this interacts in this area. How buyers and sellers interact. Because we have a long way to go for value high. And we could go all the way up there. I want to see right here where aggressive buyers, how they take this. The aggressive sellers. We'll see how this reacts. If this starts to tumble, because buyers try to buy here, and a little bit of a failure, this candle is going to tell you all. This next candle. Let's see what they do between this area. Because we're technically bullish, break up. Let's see how this reaction happens. A little bit of a little divergence, I guess you would say. I might short this right here. I'm going to short this. Stops up there. We could go for a 2-to-1 right here, or we can pick up a we can go for like $1,100 right in this area where this. You can see buyers try to react, sellers won the battle. They were very aggressive here, sellers. You could clearly see they're very aggressive and they pushed back. Now, the question is, are they going to get able to keep that? I don't know. I'll probably move break even here at some point once this candle closes. I want to see it close closer to here, but it'll give me more confidence in my move. So I can protect myself at this point. Once we close below here, I can protect myself, but I'm just going to protect myself early because we're all over the place right now. You want to see it come back and retest this area and get more aggressive selling. Just go right around there, 11. Right where these got all absorbed because they're going to come back and test this area if it does fall. We want to see the test here. We want to see the aggressive selling again. If not, I'm going to take aggressive buys above here and go to the value area high. If this fails, if this can't test this and we push back up, we get aggressive buying, I'm taking it. But you probably had a lot of people trying to buy here for a breakout on the 15-minute range, and they probably got absorbed. And if you look at the profile chart, I think look at this, most of the volume's at the bottom, which is usually a bearish day, or it's gonna be a break to the bottom, because most of the fight's going on the bottom, which is sellers trying to push. Not saying it will be, just a higher chance. So something to keep in mind. I want to see this area get tested before. If it can come back down, test this area, fall, we're good. This will come to this area, so I'll just get out beforehand, collect some profits, or this just goes whoosh, all the way up to here. But we're at the point of control. This is right where the top of the 15-minute range is. We're getting resistance along here, so it's actually looking very good. I'm gonna wait to move my break even until we test this, because we should be able to test this one more time. That will be whether the move works out or not. Here we go. That's exactly what I want to see. Sellers following through. As long as this closes and tests this, then I'll be okay. Then once we test, we can move to break even. My cat's just on a good one, jumping all over my stuff. Yeah, look at sellers. They're hitting it hard again. I'm probably going to move to break even here, just because if this starts to fail, then we're going to get a strong reaction to the upside. And we're close enough to where we're testing C. If this is going to fail, this is going to go above here. I guarantee it.
Connection lost.
Oh, I lost connection. Oh, that's weird.
Connected.
There we go. This is a good, strong sellers sold. Success. I gotta come here. Success again. I guarantee this will probably come down to the value area low. I'm just gonna get out here because I just don't trust this. We're near the top of the range. It's still a buying market, so. Look at the seller trying to sell. Failed. They succeeded here, so I want to see how this candle plays out. So, point of control right here. So, point of control. Just make that purple like I always do. That's where we tire agent. I don't need tires. That's where we failed. Boom. If I get this move, I'm done for the day. I'll call it, because I'll recover everything I did pretty much yesterday. I'm not going to try to push it for more. Yesterday, I took a beating, an absolute beating. 1,700 I lost yesterday. That was rough. I had a fantastic last week. Started decent, good Monday, horrible Tuesday, and so far a decent Wednesday. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of resistance in this area, because this is where they're gonna really hold. And then the value low will be the last ditch effort. If it breaks that, then all hell's gonna break loose. This could just rip. But I'm not gonna be here. I don't want to sit around and wait. because we're still heavily bullish. There we are, almost $1,500. There's my day. Done within 30. Yeah, I was gonna take this setup, so the value low, right? We broke below, we recovered, we retested. You could have gone long here, and then got out here. That would have been a great risk to reward. And then the second setup I was waiting for was buyers trying to push, failed. We sell down into the value low, or into this area right here. This is where they recover. This is why I got out here. Or buyers recover here. It's like, let's say these sellers failed. We push back up here, take a long up into this area. You can play each value area, but I needed this. This recovered everything almost yesterday, so I just got to be more patient. That is the biggest thing. Patience is like I just got to continue to practice that. So this is, I think this, just looking at the, like I said, looking at the TPO chart, look at the days where we sell off. Most of the volume's at the bottom, right? Most of the volume's at the bottom. This one was a different day. Actually worked. But yeah. If you look at this day, this looks completely different like this. When most of the buying is at the top, it's like you get a P shape or the B shape. So I just like to look at that, just as extra confirmation. It just gives me an idea. This is gonna rip down. I probably got out way too early, but I'm cool with it. I got a huge risk reward. I think it was like I was risking 300 to make 1100, so almost 3-1. I'm super happy with that. Watch this probably come below this range. I could have targeted this, but I'm not gonna sit around and, you know, risk the profit I have on the table when I could just walk away with $1,500 today and call it a great day. Yeah. Well, that's it for today. I know it's kind of 2 short streams. Unfortunately, I gotta go to my YouTube studio real quick. Okay. I think I'm live on this. I don't know why it's. Oh yeah, I was only live for 19 minutes. Jeez. Unfortunately. Fortunately, unfortunate, I guess. Less of time on the screen, I guess, the better. It's always better. So we're at the value low. So they try to buy right around it. This, you could take another short here if it breaks here. Put your risk right above here. This is a big risk, but you can do this right here. 670, and you could probably target bottom of the range right here. This will probably hit pretty quick too. Either that or this fails. They fail to sell the bottom here on the value low. I just have high hopes that this is gonna work because you came off the point of control. We broke low, recovered, bounced off the value low, came off the point of control, tried to buy it again, failed. Sellers come down, they're retesting the value low. So I just have high hopes that this most likely is gonna come all the way down to the bottom of the range. 15-minute opening range. This would be a scarier trade to take because it's such big candles, and the highest point I'd put my stop is like right here, right where this last aggressive buyer failed. That'd be the highest I would go. And it would be just under 2 to 1, so then you would have been stopped. Yeah, that there was. I tried to buy it again. So excuse me. This is actually was not the best trade to take. This is the first test. I'll wait for the second test. That's what because I was looking at this and like we never really tested. We got close, but we tested it. We always wait for the second test. So the second test will be right here when we come back down. If we test this again, then your shorts would be valid. We ripped out. Not bad. So maybe value high, we come up to here. We're in range technically, so yeah. I might call it today then. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good day. Very minimal time. Maybe I'll jump on later. Maybe we'll just try with a couple other accounts and kind of see if I could add some more profit on one of my other accounts. We'll see. Maybe my Lucid. Yeah, maybe my Lucid accounts. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how price action pans out because it's not looking bad today. Yeah, I'll be back on later. I'm gonna get a little bit of breakfast, drink some water, get a little sunlight, and then I'll jump back on. Gotta take my kids to school here. So, yeah, great stream. Little 30-minute stream, but nonetheless, we had to take profit. So, all right, guys, I'll catch you in a little bit. Yeah. What, babe?